When a New York architect gets a concussion, she is transported into her worst nightmare, a romantic comedy. Hello everybody, my name is Owen Williams. This is the channel that will apparently never get a name at this point. And today we're going to be reviewing the movie Last Laugh, another Netflix original starring Rebel Wilson and the guy from Modern Family who kind of was there but then gone, and Thor's brother, but not Loki. Wait, I said I'm really confused by making it like that. Anyway, isn't it romantic? The new Netflix rom-com that's making fun of rom-coms. It was an interesting movie. I definitely enjoyed it. It wasn't my idea to see it. It was my sister's idea. And I definitely am glad that I saw it. It was a good movie. And it was definitely a lot funnier than a lot of the movies that I've seen this year. It was actually probably near the top end of the funny spectrum, even against movies that were meant to be comedy. But anyway, I'm going to go into the review section of this. If you are new, I go through the bad parts of the movie, the mixed parts of the movie, the good parts of the movie, rated against the last movie that I reviewed on the channel. Then I say the demographic of people who would like it, and finally I give it a review on my reviewing system. I just realized that I forgot to explain how the review system works last time. But I'm sure it's all okay. I need to get these videos out very quickly. It's already 3:30. Anyway, the bad parts of Isn't It Romantic? Isn't it romantic like a lot of Netflix comedy movies I've noticed? The humor doesn't really land a lot of the time. It felt like sometimes they were just making fun of people for no reason, or that there wasn't really great parts of it, or great taste jokes at some points. I wrote this down in notes and I'm completely forgetting why I wrote any of this down. So blame past me, not present me. Yeah, that makes sense. And there were, in the movie, you can really tell I'm reading a script to this point, can't you? In the movie, I noticed there were quite a few plot points plot just going on. There was the rom-com plot, her business plot, her rivalry plot, the relationship plot, another relationship plot, and I can go on. There were like 10 plots in it, maybe. And because I could understand everything that was going on in the movie, but I couldn't really develop any of the plots, and none of the characters were really developed apart from, of course, the main character, who was played by Rebel Wilson, and I cannot remember the name, because if you tell me the name of the actor, I cannot tell you the name of the movie that they're acting in, or the name of their character. I have no idea what that long 8-movie series starring Daniel Radcliffe was called. I'm sure none of you have ever heard of it. Anyway, let's move on to the medium. And the medium, again, was kind of the humor. Because there was, again, some humor that I really, really liked, and some great scenes that I really, really enjoyed. And then there were other scenes of humor that didn't really work. So it kind of just worked. It was a hit or miss movie. A lot like the Monty Python movies. They seemed to be trying everything and hoping that a few darts would hit. A few darts definitely did hit, but not enough to make this a really great comedy movie. Next was the message. I mean, the good parts. The good parts of the movie was the message. The message is to love yourself and not care about anyone else and what they feel about you. Just accept yourself as you are. And I think that's a great message, especially in like times like this when you have YouTube and Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook and Twitter and everyone judging you on every angle, and it can be pretty tough sometimes, and this movie definitely teaches you that it doesn't matter what all of them think, it's what you think about yourself, and I think that's a great message for anyone to receive. The characters in this movie were also really three-dimensional. As I said before, we didn't really get much of the plots and the plots being expanded on, but all the characters felt really interesting and thought out, and I really liked that. The villain wasn't just a villain for the sake of being a villain, which I like in movies. Still wasn't best villain ever, but I'm still looking for a villain who's anyone as good as Heath Ledger's Joker, which I should accept I'm never going to get again. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The last thing is making fun of rom-coms. Of course, the movie is a rom-com. It's making fun of rom-coms, and I think that's definitely a really nice premise, and yeah, that's it, really. Comparing this against the last movie I saw, Last Laugh, they're definitely two very different movies. I feel like this movie works better for a younger demographic, and Last Laugh would work better for an old demographic. But because I'm on the younger side of the spectrum, I'm going to give Isn't It Romantic the chief spot. So far, the best movie that I've seen in March, until you see the review that I'm posting literally 5 minutes after this video, which is then the best movie that I've seen in March, so it's kind of confusing. Anyway, let's move on to the demographic that would like this. Of course, it would be people who like rom-coms or comedies. Just basically, it appeals to a large audience of people. If you don't like rom-coms, though, then I think this film would also work for you, because the main character, of course, hates rom-coms. That's her whole thing. And finally, for the number view on this movie, I'll explain it this time, is the numbers are how well I think the movie was made, and the letters are what my opinion was. I'm giving it a 3B. I thought the movie was really, really well made, and it had some great moments, but some of the scenes and writing felt almost a bit too... Actually, I'm not sure why I gave that a review. Let's turn it to a 4B. Yeah, 4B, that sounds good. Because it was nearly perfect, with just some scenes that, I can't really mention it, but just didn't quite hit for me. And the B comes from, I enjoyed it, but not much, because some of the humor just didn't land for me. Anyway, I thought it was a really great film, and if you like romantic comedies, I definitely recommend this one to you. Anyway, I just saw an advertisement for The Kid Who Would Be King in a bus outside my house, which actually is also a movie that I want to see. Hopefully I'll be able to see it by the end of this month. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next one, and Owen out. Goodbye. I just used the wrong outro. Anyway, bye!